Hey people, Intred here. 3v3 faction war this is. Estia Province and Space Marines versus Orks. For the blue Space Marines, a couple of Apothecaries. First up here is IskNorthen with this kind of barcode name. And alongside Ghaz, these guys are support heroes fighting in melee by default. Begin with a heal, a passive health regeneration aura. Looks like some Blood Ravens here, slightly recolored, with white shoulder pads and stuff. And Ghaz rocking the Raven Guard elite scheme. Rounding us off on the blues is busty Mary Jane, as a Techmarine starts off with a bolt gun, can get a melee weapon, some strong support with structures, and also repair. For the red Orks, it's triple Kommando time. First up here is Floid. We have Gipoit, or Gipoit, not sure how you meant to say this. Looks like the Death Skull's elite scheme for Gipoit. And rounding us off is Grimm. These guys are infiltrating heroes that shoot you, stab you, and blow you up. Orky style, begin with a twin link shooter, almost wiped out those scouts. Freebooters DLC here, by the way, for Grimm. But it's going to kick off, I imagine, 2v2 towards the west side here. At the moment, it's 2 versus 1 against Ghaz. Apothecary being focused down with a bunch of darker heals himself. Gets rid of the sluggers, but does need to retreat. This is a bad place to be, Tactical Marines. Yep, they're having to run. Are they going to drop a model here? Nope, maybe not. Now it's 2 versus IskNorthen. Commando's going to be sneaky, but they're going to know it's close. Scouts are coming in with shotguns, not with shotguns. They're not buying gens, so I imagine IskNorthen wants more Tactical Marines out. Awesome stun bomb by Floid. Sluggers coming in. Tons of shooters in there too. 4 shooter boy squads. The tax dropped to model so fast. Are they going to drop another? Those fellas have burners, those sluggers. So they've got a couple of power weapons. Apothecary tries to brawl a bit but needs to flee. And now Ghaz comes back in to defend the power. Throws a heal on the Tactical Marines. Any shotguns coming in? No shotguns. They also seem like they want extra Tactical Marines, Ghaz. More on the way here for IskNorthen. Apothecary, I think, is going to go down. I think there's enough ranged DPS to take him out on retreat. Yep. Some XP then for IskNorthen. And they've got the customized Stormbolter on the way. I thought we were going to see... Oh, they just revived them with a heal there, which is weird. Because they won't get the XP for it if they do that. Stun bomb there. Kind of crafty from Floid. Yeah, they weren't under any pressure. They could have easily got a normal revive and got a bunch of XP for it. There's that customized Stormbolter. As I was going to say, I thought they were going to be rocking the Sanguine Chainsaw to brawl with the Orks. But the customized Stormbolter is awesome too. Because you don't need to use it on a hero. You can just use full auto on the sluggers and mess them up. Like, breaks their coherency and makes them move strangely, perhaps. Oh, this is Dark Angels DLC recolored over here. For Mary Jane into like purple. Did they bash power with the flamer? But there's only one gen here, so maybe. Kicking off in the mid. Sneaky Commandos being sneaky. Still no sign of... Oh, there we go. These fellas have a sergeant so they can spot those sneaky Commandos. Also gives them a frag grenade. And Ghaz went for an assault squad. So I guess... Okay, they did put a bunch of gens up. On this side, Mary Jane put 3 up. Double shotgun scouts, looks like. Sergeant on the way for these guys. Looters on the field for Grimm, covering this eastern approach. And a Painboy up for Floid. Support sub-commander for Orks has a heal over time ability called the Git Source, which upgrades in tier 2. Can also explode an Ork and do surgery. Can do a lot for you. Apothecary heals himself and gets a heal from IskNorthen to make sure they made it out okay. Sluggers very nearly wiped. The Assault Squad doing a great job here, bullying the shooter boys. Might be worth grabbing the Assassin's Knife for the Kommando. Down goes the Apothecary here. Painboy doing some good work. Big old flank from Floid. Painboy has a damage of a time melee attack. I don't think it's especially high DPS, but it helps out. And just having him alongside your sluggers to heal them is a big deal. Don't think these fellas will drop a model. Melee units got in there though. Looks like they're okay. Is that going to be enough to counter-initiate the assault squad? Sluggers supported by a Painboy. It should be in tier 1, especially without the Merciless Strike, but those guys will have Apothecary support, of course. We do see a Sanguine Chainsword for Ghaz. Get some Purification Rites as well, maybe. On the east side, northeastern natural power for the Space Marines is being bashed by a bunch of Daka. Master-crafted bolt gun for the Techmarine. High-powered shot dealing 140 damage in a big burst with suppression. Apothecary goes down. Not sure what Ghaz was up to there. It looked like they were trying to get close for purification vials or something, but they had purification rites on the way. Just ran into a bunch of Daka and died. Maybe had their eyes on something else for a moment. Looters need to set up if they want to fire. There's the jump right into Looters' range though. Ah, but they weren't shooting at the units close by. They would have done tons of damage to those assault marines or those tacks as they ran in there, but they were firing upon the heroes. But they carried back to their feet with that Sanguine Chainsword in and Purification Rites in. It was a revive from Mary Jane here, who's on their way to level 3. Good map control though for the Orks. Look how red it is. Onto the power now. This is the northwest natural power for Space Marines. You see the Git Source heal going in from the Painboy on the shooters. They've got big shooters and their knob leaders. They are throwing out so much piercing DPS in tier 1. 4 squads of them too. And here comes Sluggers. I think it's worth suppressing some of those attacks. Oh, they just ducked the Apothecary to death. Was that Laraman's? Yeah, they used Laraman's Blessing to revive, I guess, both of the downed Apothecaries. 441 to 377. I guess the other Apothecary went down again. They get all the gens, and they've got some backup here. Are these guys looking for a sneaky grenade? Nope, they're off. I don't know where they're going. Are they trying to pressure the mid? Node goes down now. Very good pressure from the Orks. Space Marines under pressure. Can they break out here? We've got IskNorthen going tier 2. And oh, they did get a sergeant up, but they really didn't spend that much power in tier 1. Maybe they can get a quick Razorback, or maybe even a quick Assault Cannon Dreadnought up. Well, relatively quick. I mean, the Orks are already tier 2. Weird Boy on the way for Grimm. Has a description there of Edbanger, which I like. It seems only the Orks get actual descriptions on those tooltips. I'm not sure why. Assault Squad on the field for Mary Jane, which has delayed their tier 2, but doing some good work already. Jump troops with 400 hit points of heavy infantry armor. These Assault Marines can really bully stuff in tier 1. Techmarine hits 3. Can now get a flank on this power bash maybe. Sluggers just got their knob leader here. And that guy's mean. Also getting their burners up a little late in tier 2. But it made sure they survived and got their knob leader to deserve that increase. Grenade on the looters. Direct hit on one of the models and kills them. Here come the Sluggers. Fully upgraded now, popping their Swampum. Double Assault Marines on them here. But they're still incredibly dangerous, as you can see, tearing through the Assault Squad of Mary Jane. Barely able to make it out. And it didn't take that much damage either. Apothecary getting stuck in with that Sanguine Chainsword. Could have maybe finished off those shooter boys there in melee. Those tacks are very low. Shooter boys killing models in melee, you know. Can they finish them? Plant your feet and shoot, fellas. Oh, maybe they could have if they did. Plant their feet and got one burst there. Maybe they could have finished them. Ghaz goes tier 2. Don't see anything yet for IskNorthen, so it could well be that they're saving up for a Dreadnought. Space Marines have retaken the west side for a 2-to-1 cap, and they do have a VP lead despite the Orks piling on the pressure. Kommando revives Kommando. Special shooter Orky shotgun in for Floid, and the sneaky infiltration kit for more health, more energy regen, and the awesome grappling hook. No war gear for Gipoit and no war gear for Grimm. Sneaky scouts, it is indeed sneaky scouts. Space Marines It's like as soon as they hit tier 2, even if they don't have more units up, it's like a switch goes off in these faction wars. And they just start breaking out and applying their own pressure. There's that weird boy. Wasting the warp vomit on some scouts, surely. Gonna want it for the upcoming engagement. Can they finish off the scouts though? They can. And those guys had a sergeant. Big 2v2 fight here. They won't have the warp vomit though. That's a good stun bomb. Decent stun bomb in the end. I thought it was going to be better than that. Assault squad jumping in. Sluggers are there to counter-initiate. Apothecary flies in. Heals the assault squad with the purification rites. They're going straight after the pain boy, are they? Grappling hook sends the Kommando, I guess, to safety. Zap went off in the back lines there as well. And there is a Razorback from IskNorthen, providing some infield reinforcement support, also some anti-infantry damage from the twin-linked heavy bolter on the back. Did they pile inside of it? I think some fellas piled inside of it there. Orks have won the fight, it seems. Can they grab the VP? Kommando's on it. Dreadnought is on the way for Ghaz. Both Ghaz and IskNorthen drop their scouts along the way. Tank busters on the field for Floid in response to the Razorback. That weird boy also does good damage to all targets with that basic attack. There it is. Knockback on it too. It's really good. Has the warpath. +2 speed and 20% damage resist. Usually used to power a melee mob around the map, but you can just stand in place and give some damage resistance to your shooter boys or something. Another weird boy for Grimm. It's the one here on the east side. And still pressure on this power. Huge amounts of it. Assault squad wiped to sluggers. Level 4 sluggers. These guys are terrifying now. Absolutely terrifying. Able to get away. It's a well-judged fight, I think, for Grimm. Unless, oh, there's something on retreat path. Can they finish off those sluggers? There's a warp vomit. Assault squad didn't really seem to go after them there. They're trying to, though. Look at this. They got them. I think they got them. No. They're still on the roster. Yeah, they did get them. I thought one little slugger snuck through. Well played, Ghaz. Got the kill on those very dangerous level 4 sluggers. Some sluggers over here at level 2 for Floid. Shotgun doing some good work here. High explosive shells on those tacks, but they're already in retreat. Oh, they got the Razorback too. Look at it. Yeah, tank busters really pack a punch against vehicles. I mean, they do their job pretty well. IskNorthen says I rebuild. They've got double tacks, triple tacks apparently. Some more scouts here for Ghaz, providing the keen sight to spot the commandos with their sergeant. They can also repair the dreadnought here, which is still in its default melee state. Are you guys getting beaming? Nope. Not really anything over here that can threaten a dreadnought that much. Kommando wants to fight it in melee for some reason. Tier 3 for Grimm. I think you're just trying to stop it burning down the gens by forcing it to engage in melee. Meanwhile, this power's getting bashed pretty hard too. Apothecary off the field. Triple tacks with sergeants, using And They Shall Know No Fear to stand and trade. Oh, here comes another Razorback from Mary Jane. Getting the extra armor. Where are those tank busters at? They're on their way. Not sure what that Techmarine's doing. Dancing a little jig there as he got out of the Razorback. Assault squad jumping in, wiping some shooters. Where's the barrage? There it is. That's going to be a direct hit, I think. Oh, not quite. It was just off. I wonder if that would have wiped it. Tier 3 all around for the Orks. Can they come out swinging in Tier 3 now? The Space Marines have lost things, but they still seem to be quite powerful. Just massive chunks of infantry around with Apothecary support. I mean, it's going to do something for you. The Dreadnought as well, which they haven't dealt with yet. Kommando squad on the field for Grimm. Probably called in from a global bar, but I'm not sure. Commandos can call these guys in. These guys can do a lot for us. Very versatile fellas. Good DPS. They can throw burner bomb, smoke bomb. They can love the Daka for disruption. They can get a rocket launcher for anti-vehicle, and they cap faster. Tank bus barrage is dodged. But that was a decent rear armor hit. More commandos on the way for Gipoit, and they are indeed being produced from the HQ, not dropped in this instance. Razorback survives. Assault squad wants some fighting today. Nope, apparently not. Painboy retreats, I'm not sure why. Thought the assault squad was going to get on him. Maybe. Armor of Purity for Ghaz. Faster cooldown on your heal means you can get these purification rites hits more often. And, you know, heal more often, pretty good too. Commandos with the Kommando knob and that rocket launcher, they get the kill on the Razorback. Tons of Daka in that 297 to 250. 2-to-1 cap for the Space Marines still. They are doing really well on VPs. Got this wreck point decapped. West side. These guys have hide the boys on them, which is why they have that weird kind of somewhat infiltrated effect. But there's a dreadnought there, which is really bad news for sluggers in this melee state. Just cleaving through them. 297 to 246. Mary Jane stays in tier 2 and gets a whirlwind, I assume to send it to the west side. I think that's where it's best used. Here's a looted tank for Floid. Getting that reinforced plating immediately for more health and the boom gun. They do have decent chunks of red, these Space Marine players, as they go tier 3. We might see IskNorthen save up for Terminators now. They just need some more requisition, which should be quick. Yeah, they'll have it in literally a minute. Weird boy needs to be careful. So lots of bolt guns. And it's going to go down, I think. Yeah. Tried to set up the rocks with the warp vomit, which I guess does some work for them. Dreadnought gets rid of the commandos, but the commando knob, if Gipoit has their own rocket launcher, and there's a tank to shoot the dreadnought too. Can he get away from here? Shotgun blast on the commando. Worth just sending those scouts into melee with him, I think. Surely. Able to get another hit in. I think they should have tied that guy up in melee. I mean, the tank probably would have finished off the dreadnought anyway. 297 to 213. Dreadnought served a decent purpose for them. Gipoit with another commando squad on the way. Tons of resources for Grimm, which they are not spending. Not sure what they're up to. Oh, they got melee commandos. They got a heavy melee Ujammer. Can infiltrate. Don't they get some kind of Orky tank buster bomb as well or something? Maybe that's what they used already. Now they're in base turret range. And smack some scouts about. Here's the second commando squad of Gipoit. Tanks doing quite well for Floid. They are kind of low on resources though. Grimm needs to spend. Are they going for battle wagon? Maybe. 263 to 213. Level 6 Apothecary for Ghaz. Apothecary's basic heal gets more powerful as he levels. Got some zapping. Apothecary, oh no, runs into Death Gun. Gets suppressed, does a big heal on himself but needs to run. Commander gets shot down. There's 2 down commandos here now. And they can't do any Lariman's Blessing. Good stun bomb in there. And a burner bomb went in as well. Orbital from Ghaz. Doesn't seem to do too much. Hit the commando knob, but they're okay. Looters are wiped out. Weird boy makes it, I think. If those guys weren't suppressed, they might have got him with bolt pistol shots. Here comes the looted tank. Big hits. And sluggers on retreat path. Can they finish them? Saved by a whirlwind coming in. I think they did actually save them. Oh no, whirlwind goes down though. Commandos and the looted tank were on it. Mary Jane down to a single unit and its scouts. It's not like they have Terminators up or something. They could get Terminators though. Grimm, indeed, going for a battle wagon. That's why they were saving up all that power and had all excess requisition. Terminators on the field though for IskNorthen. Tons of DACA on this Apothecary here. Level 7 though, eh? Done some good work, Ghaz. Knob squad on the way now for Floid. Some flash kits for Gipoit. And Ghaz with a Predator tank. There's a big blob of healing Marines thanks to the armor of the Apothecary and advanced healing. Can they pick out the Apothecary in there and get it? Not easy, eh? It's right at the top of the mass there. Melee Commandos are doing alright. Gipoit has kept them ranged, I think. Yes. Looted tank still nice and healthy. They really haven't paid any mind to this looted tank. But I guess they have a melter bomb. But that's about it. And there's no stern guard, no missile launchers. And those guys didn't get the Cyclone missile launcher either. Flash kits on the field with their blasters. The great solution to blobs of Marines. Sluggers on the way for Grimm to help support the battle wagon with repairs and stuff. And there's your Predator tank. Comes with an autocannon. You can switch that to a las cannon on top. They twin linked las cannon actually. What is this? Power bashing scouts. Terminators in the mid for Ghaz. Oh no, the Mary Jane. I guess they do have some purple on them. West side uncapped 203 to 168. Orks just cannot seem to hold VPs. They seem to be doing decently well in the fights. The Space Marines are tough. Terminators on capping duty. Apothecary there ready to heal them, of course. Knob squad infiltrated in on the Terminators here. Terminators cannot retreat, remember. They can teleport though. There it is. They certainly had to use it there. Knob squad are chasing them. No, they're not. Still infiltrated, and here comes a battle wagon with units inside, so it can fire all the guns. Sure what's inside of it. A couple of commando squads in on the tank there, did a ton of damage actually, coming out of infiltration. They might get it. Scouts are trying to repair. Assault squad can't tie them both up, but gets a good merciless. Gets a really good merciless strike. Battle wagon charging into an unbreakable thing, which didn't work out. There's a big zap gun shot coming in. That was alright. That tank very lucky. Very lucky to survive, I think. Got some Gretchens on the field for Grimm. Oh, they're inside the battle wagon, I think. Oh, maybe they cancelled the sluggers and got some repair crew Gretchen. Knob squad here, supported by the Pain Boy. Has that stronger git source. These guys are getting suppressed by the assault cannon Terminators here. I don't know why they're sticking around, to be honest. There's the retreat. Drop to model unnecessarily. That's 15 power or something to reinforce. Sneaky commandos. Looking for a flank, maybe. Nothing here can spot them. Scouts that can spot them are back there. Here we go. There's a foot of walk. It might do some friendly fire here. It does. Did force a bunch of retreats. Here's a las cannon now from IskNorthen. Anti-vehicle weapon that also snares targets on hit. Terminators going after the battle wagon with their power fists. And the commando's meleeing them for some reason. Needs to go melee the las cannon. There we go. Melter bomb on the battle wagon now. It might go down here. Warp vomit went in. Plasma cannon now doing work. Terminators are incredibly low for IskNorthen, and they wipe. They got it done, and I think the battle wagon's going to survive. I think. The las cannon wiped as well. I don't think the plasma cannon has the angle to shoot it from there. Double orbital bombardments coming in though. Battle wagon needs to move. It can't stay there. Is that another one? Is that triple orbitals? I think it was. I think. Assault squad just trying to chainsaw this battle wagon down. It's not going to work out, fellas. Stern Guard veterans, though, with vengeance rounds loaded in, those guys can switch ammo to combat all targets. Vengeance rounds is for super heavy infantry and vehicles. And they have had that vengeance rounds damage buffed over the years, but they can't take on 2 vehicles like that. Meanwhile, Kommando of Floid gets through. Gonna get the kaboom. 135 to 147 on the VPs. Orks take the lead. Here's Librarian to support the Terminators of Mary Jane, who are trying to cap. Oh, I don't think they quite got the decap there, fellas. No, they didn't. Burner bomb was going in from the Commandos. Probably a double burner bomb there. This battle wagon badly needs repairs. Where's the Gretchens? There they are. There we go. They're now repairing. Looks like Floyd got the decap. There's the kaboom. It says nearby. I'm not sure what the radius is exactly for this. Oh, Kommando got duckered to death. Does throw out the stun bombs. Frustrating those Terminators, starting to lag, says Ghaz. It might be all the terrain scarring that's on the field now. It can be very tough. Remember, this is a DirectX 9 game, Dawn of War 2. So in terms of CPU overhead and stuff, it's not very efficient with draw calls and that kind of thing. Ork squad on the way for Floyd. That's the same one, isn't it? I think so. They just don't have much XP, that's all. I think it's the same one. Love the Darker on the blob of Marines. Is that into a nuke or anything? Don't think so. They all pop and they show no fear now. And there is missile launchers in there. Oh, triple missile launchers. Foot of Gork. They had to retreat out of it. Still got hit a bit. Battle wagon is back, now repaired up. Apothecary is chasing down the weird boy, keeping him tied up. Level 8 this fella. Nob squad are in on the Apothecary of IskNorthen. Get rid of him quite quickly there. Looks like the Orks are going to take the west side. Nob squad is on capping duty. They leave it for the shooters. And then get friendly fired by the weird boy. Because of course they do. Have we lost the indicator for all of the Commandos? Maybe. Grimm's down over here. Did he get shotgunned to death? We've lost the indicator for Floyd and Gipoit, that's for sure. Oh boy, look at this. Double Land Raider Redeemers on the way for the Space Marines. That could be a whole thing. Grimm has so much red. 999. They really haven't been using it, I guess. What is their... They are kind of pop-capped, though. Might be worth throwing away your shooters at this point and just getting flash kits. Or Commandos. Or Nobs. Any of those cool tier 3 things. Librarian gets exploded. Sloppy loss there. The melter bomb comes in. The Land Raider does have a melter, multi-melter on the front, actually, on the top there. But the other weapons aren't very good against vehicles. It does provide a retreat, reinforcement, and health regen aura. There's that second Land Raider now. Rocket launcher Kommando doesn't want to die. Are they going to get chased down here? I think they're alright. Have a melter gun Techmarine with Orks. And Signum and Signum. They're getting frustrated by this battle wagon, I think, having kind of free reign and doing really good. They're going to go into base. Oh, with the rocks as well. Ouch, ouch, ouch. You do get a damage resistance aura when you're in base. Big Zapgon shot. Looks like they avoided a wipe. I know they can reinforce, of course. Took a bunch of damage though. Meanwhile, double land raiders doing their thing. Tank busters doing their thing. Got a few decent hits there. Kommando grappling hooks in there. Battle wagon could do with repairs, I imagine. There's Gretchens and sluggers inside. Yes, there is. Getting a bunch of repairs in now. Triple missile launchers coming in. Quad missile launchers actually with Stone Guard veterans there. I don't think they can out-repair this. Time to leave. And it still goes down. They're getting another battle wagon. Why? There's quad missile launchers. Just get some flash kits. Down goes a looted tank. Do not get more vehicles, lads. Floyd's getting another looted tank. It's the wrong play, I think. There we go. Cancel the looted tank. Guts on a Nob squad. That's going to be super effective. There's an orbital. It did catch these commandos and they aren't retreating. So they almost whacked off it. There's a rocks though. I think they were trying to set this up with Love the Darker, but they didn't. There was only one commando left over there. Because the commando leader... Oh, that wasn't the commando leader, that was the commando Nob. I don't think the leader with his rocket launcher does any Darker in with Love the Darker. 79-107. It's very close. Floyd now has double Nob squad though. Which might be tough when all you have is 4 tactical marines with missile launchers. Well, they do have land raider support. Thanks to Ghaz. They got the other land raider down though. Not sure exactly where that happened. Maybe it was the Nob squad that got it. I was looking at some other things, I guess. There's a jump. Nob squad, what is your target, fellas? Looks like they are going straight for the land raider, and it is quite low. But he couldn't quite get to it. Double flash kits here for Gipoit. The other battle wagon is up, as you can see. Just drives into the quad marines with missile launchers again. Tries to run them over. Stone Guard is still there too. Here comes some sluggers with burners. And that Pain Boy, oh, the Pain Boy has the equipment for the surgery. Trying to put some more pressure on this land raider. Ouch, but they lost their command, they lost their knobs, so they don't have the rocket launchers anymore. Time to run, fellas. There we go. But here's the Kommando Nob with a rocket launcher. Any of the other ones have one? No. Grimm has no war gear whatsoever. Looks like they're going for the VP maybe. 79-99, 2-1 for the Space Marines. I think that second battle wagon was a big mistake. Orbital comes in. No, it's a very good one. Well, maybe they're going to retreat into it, look. But they are in retreat, so I don't think they're going to wipe. But one of them was. Big Zapgon shot there. Double Nob squad. Popping their frenzy. And they're going after the battle wagon. Are they? Yes, they are. After the battle wagon. After the land raider. There's that frag assault though. I don't know why they're going for it so hard. I mean, obviously they want to take it out, but this land raider is in kind of a nothing position here. They could just go on the VP hard, drag the Land Raider over and catch it. I think those shooter boys are allowed to die there to free up some population. Apothecary might get shot to death. Does indeed get shot to death. The Space Marine's looking strong. Here's the battle wagon again. It might get hunter-killer missiled by the... Yep. Hunter-killer goes in from the whirlwind. Here comes another whirlwind for Ghaz to help disrupt the double knobs. 65-83. Battle wagon is not going to survive. Don't think you should get another one, Grimm. I mean, they like their battle wagons, I guess. Where is the Kommando knob? There he is. Did they not go for the VP then? Oh, they have double melee commandos. Okay. Get shotgun blasted. And smited. Those guys need to run. Not sure what kind of DPS they do, to be honest. It doesn't give me something to mouse over for the upgrade there. Double knob supported by the Pain Boy, but they're going in alone. There's nothing with them here. Where are the sluggers of Floid? They're just hanging out. Oh, these guys are coming in from the other side. And they're doing some good work. Look at that. Blasters blasting stuff, and a rocks on the Land Raider. And the double commandos with rocket launchers coming around the back. Where's Floid themselves? Oh, they're on the VP. Not sure if they're going to have enough to get this done here. Yeah, you want to try and separate them a bit so the flames don't hit everything. I don't think they can get it done, but they're getting some good pressure on. That's for sure. Oh, they got the whirlwind. Well done, fellas. Sword Squad jumping onto the blasters. Oh, it's Vanguard veterans now. 27-78. Level 4 melee commandos. Let's see what they can do to these Terminators here. Oh, they made them teleport away. I think they have power weapons. I mean, you would bloody hope so. Tier 3 melee unit. Battle wagon number 3 on the way for Grimm. I don't know why. Why they keep getting battle wagons. There's still 3 missile launch attacks around, and those stern guard. And the Techmarine has a melter gun and Orks and Signum. Orbital goes in. Catching some of the knobs. Not the best loot ever. Stern guard could now be in trouble. They need to call the boys here. Where's Floyd's hero? They just got revived, I think. This knob squad might die. I wonder if they are trying to get close enough for Call the Boys, but they lost them there, I think. Level 4 knob squad here is also going to die. Yep. Lost both the knob squads, and I don't know why. I thought maybe they were trying to keep those guys distracted over there because some of the Orks are going through the mid, but there's no Orks going through the mid. I don't know why they allowed themselves to die like that. Space Marine's down to 6 VPs with a double cap though. Gonna be a 2-1, but I don't know if Floyd can recover in time. Could have retreated those guys and had them fight another day. Pushed them through the mid or something. There's that battle wagon again. Vanguard veterans. I don't know why they jumped there, but it looked cool. 2-1 for the Space Marines. Can they hold on? Floyd's Kommando is trying to get to the VP, but look at this stuff. There's nothing they can do. Well, here comes a bunch of stuff. You need something to stand here, though, and make sure it doesn't get stolen. Space Marines get it. The 2-to-1 cap at the end on just 6 VPs. It was so close. Here is IskNorthen with a level 10 Apothecary. Ghaz, also level 10 Apothecary in the air there. The Techmarine level 9. What about these Commandos? Level 6, level 5 and level 9. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to these players for taking part in a faction war. I'm not sure if this has happened by accident or if they planned it. But thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.